What happens when Formula One's most celebrated team hears two frantic voices during a single safety car window at the 2025 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix? Ferrari's scarlet duo, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, found themselves racing not only the clock but each other. With 17 laps remaining, grandstands trembled beneath a sudden yellow flag, and the championship's rhythm hinged on one brutally simple decision. Dive into the pits for fresh, soft tires or cling defiantly to a rapidly fading set of mediums. Ferrari signed Hamilton for precisely these moments when instinct must marry calculation, while Leclerc, already the Prince of Maranello, believed the team's reins were his by right of tenure. Yet neither man wanted a public duel, for the stopwatch is unforgiving and a safety car compresses nerves into a single heartbeat. So the 17-lap sprint that followed would redraw the pecking order inside the Scuderia. A sweep of wave flags ripped strategy wide open as Kimi Antonelli's Mercedes rolled to a halt on the run to Tosa, bunching the field and freezing delta times like a photograph. While laptops snapped open, predictive models spat out frantic probability curves, and Ferrari engineers Brian Bosey and Riccardo Adami stared at identical data, yet read two different gospels. Dashboards showed tire degradation dipping below comfort levels, but the red-walled soft compound, though blisteringly fast, carried the threat of a late race fade. 17 laps under green, with wear accelerating each kilometer, is a trapdoor. Pit too early and you rejoin in traffic. Pit too late and the soft compound never reaches optimum temperature. Imola's narrow pit entrance shrinks the margin to a heartbeat. A simulation suggested a 51% shot at gaining track position and an almost equal chance of emerging behind an Alpine train. Razor-thin numbers, soon invaded by emotion, amplified by 70,000 tifosi chanting in perfect rhythm. Hamilton broke the silence first, his voice calm and measured as he asked, "If we stop now, how many positions do we give up?" No exasperation, just an auditor weighing risk. So Adami responded with clipped precision, listing rivals' tire life and projected lap time deltas, while Hamilton confirmed surface temperature readings to ensure fresh rubber would light up instantly. Across the garage, Leclerc exhaled sharply, wanting tires yet craving certainty even more, repeating, "Tell me which compound is best." Part request, part command, and Bossi, mindful of past flashpoints, offered options instead of orders. Sprint on softs, gamble on track position, or split strategies, because clarity and authority seldom share a headset. Meanwhile, safety car lights glowed in Leclerc's mirrors like an hourglass bleeding sand. And with Imola's pit entry hiding behind the final kink, a driver must commit 3 corners in advance. As wheel guns lay poised, each mechanic imagined 2 futures, one where the driver commits, the other where hesitation lets opportunity evaporate. Hamilton blinked first. Only to him, the act was not blinking, but seeing, issuing one firm box as the SF-25 glided into its marks. Jacks lifted. 4 candy red softs blurred on in 2.1 seconds, and the car shot back into daylight, merging behind 3 midfielders he intended to devour before curfew. Leclerc, still hugging the racing line, witnessed the move through the halo arch while Bossi muttered, "Lewis has chosen to stay out," unaware the sentence would feed 1,000 Monday morning memes. Leclerc's heart rate telemetry spiked to 183 beats per minute as ego shouted louder than logic, and he remained on track, insisting, "Track position is king." Yet kings need armor, and his mediums were rusting chainmail. So by Rivazza, he finally radioed, "Tires are finished." But the safety car lights had extinguished, and hesitation became fate in the space of 3 corners. Green flags unfurled, and Hamilton's brand-new softs clawed into Tamburello, telemetry later showing him carrying 3 kilometers per hour more through every medium-speed corner and braking 6 meters later into Rivazza. His steering trace resembled calligraphy, smooth and deliberate, while Leclerc's mediums, 11 laps beyond their design brief, juddered under throttle. Snap oversteer through Ac Minerale cost precious tenths. While across town, Leclerc dined with friends, phone on the table, replaying the moment hesitation cost him 4 places. Both routines valid, yet only one echoes through wind tunnels on Monday morning, Because engineers adore drivers who ask the right questions at the right time and dread questions asked after the window closes, Hamilton's composure wins him louder influence in development meetings, whereas passion commands respect. It does not guarantee automatic compliance. And whispered Italian nicknames have taken shape. Il Comandante Silenzio, the silent commander, a moniker that matters. Formula One history celebrates quiet generals like Alain Prost, Mika Häkkinen, and Nico Rosberg, each wielding silence like a scalpel. So for Hamilton, Imola was not merely fourth place, but the first public display of that leadership in red, leading to a bulletin before Monaco that Hamilton wants new rear-wing gurney trims. Priority level? High. Imola's grandstands may recall Verstappen's anthem, yet the paddock will remember a 17-lap crucible that sketched a new hierarchy beneath Ferrari red, where one driver turned a safety car reset into forward momentum and the other into a lingering what if, proving strategy lives at the crossroads of courage and calculation, while victory often favors whichever arrives first. Here lies the uncomfortable truth, that a race team can heed only one philosophical master. Either the cockpit dictates analytics, or analytics dictate the cockpit. And Imola previewed which voice Ferrari might trust when pressure spikes again. So will future Sundays echo Hamilton's soft-spoken queries, or Leclerc's high-voltage urgency? Leadership often shifts through measured whispers rather than shouted orders, and the scene etched into memory is of two identical cars leaving the same garage, one slicing forward on deliberate choice, the other wrestling backward under indecision, reminding us as transporters roll toward Monte Carlo that championships are carved not only by horsepower, but by headspace. And next Sunday, when the lights glow green at Saint-Devote, we will learn whose mindset truly steers the Scarlet team.